Now, at the break, you were saying two things. One, you're lying. Mother, you're lying. And when she saw the grandkids in the video and got emotional, you said, yeah, we'll say goodbye.
It's because it's upsetting to me that, I mean, a lot of it's true. I'm not saying that none of it's true, but a lot of it's being blown out of proportion, and I wasn't expecting all this.
Well, put it in perspective for us then. The parts that have been blown out of proportion, please clarify it, because we want a balanced story here. So frame it up.
I've worked since I haven't been out of work since 1990. I've worked, you know, jobs, odd jobs here and there. I have worked. I worked a lot of seasonal jobs where I worked 9 months out of the year and was laid off.
Then he collected unemployment and
that's
party all summer.
That's what the job was about. It was a seasonal job. I had no car, and it was accessible to me.
Okay, so you've worked odd jobs since 1990.
I've worked down the port from 95 until 2001.
Okay. So why you need to live at your mom's house then?
I don't want to.
Well, I didn't say you wanted to, but if you're self-sufficient and employed and doing well, why are you living at your mother's house? Let's just take your version of the story. Yes, I work quite frequently, actually. So therefore, I'm not a moocher. So why is she having to get the court to get you out of her house?
The only reason why the court was brought in was just so we can get enough time together to pack, to move, to find a place to go.
Okay, have you had that time?
Yes and no.
How long has it been since the court got involved? When did you actually go and say, okay, that's it?
When he called the police on us and had us evicted,
When
which was that beginning of August.
Okay, so you've had since August, September, October, November. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 months to get packed. You got a lot of stuff? You said we needed time to get packed. I said, have you had enough? You said, well,
more or less a place to live is basically what it boils down to.
Okay.
We got a phone call. We're coming in like 20 days. We're flying in, we're emptying out the house, and you gotta go. And I said, Mother, before you come, we need more time. You can't just come in 20 days and empty the house out and throw us out on the street. You know, I said, you know.
Okay, but you're gonna, if she had done it then, it's really no different than the situation now, other than the fact that, because let me tell you something, if you were dragging me through court and making me get lawyers and stuff to get you out of the house, and then you were holding my grandchildren hostage as emotional extortion, where you're basically saying, okay, you do this to me, you can say goodbye to them, which I have heard you say on this stage in the last 3 minutes, we'd have a hard time getting along. I'd have a hard time. And let me tell you something. As difficult as that is, you cannot cave to that. And you've caved every time. But he's now telling you, you kick me out, you're kicking your grandchildren out. Your grandchildren are going to be homeless on the street. I mean, that's pretty much the story, right?
That's why we're here today.
Yeah, that's what I call emotional extortion. It's blackmail. It's emotional blackmail. You do what I want you to do, or I'm taking these kids and they're going to live on the street. They could get beaten, raped, kidnapped. Horrible things could happen to them.
Killing me inside.
That would never happen.
Yeah. So what are you going to do about it?
I've got to compartmentalize this, and I guess I have to let them all go, get them out of my house, and he's got to be a man. He's got to be responsible for his own life. I can't do it anymore.
Do you think? Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.